room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go! 8-3.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check Nick.
Pilot, 64, wait.
now a handoff looking right. And from the 25.
In the first half, you've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Yep.
Don't get nervous. Mike 5-4.
Go.
Mike 5-4. Wild Bill. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. I got you.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Look at me. Zipper.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Ready?
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch 54. No chance.
Go.
Handoff looking right. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Go.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Charlie!
Check Mike 54.
2nd and 2. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Ready, ready! Turn 2 start!
Come on, boy!
Yo, go!
Don't be scared of it. Safe!
Snap!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense.
League. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey!
We own them. Check three.
Now!
Hey, one set.
Fight!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Hey!
Right there, 54.
Yep.
Right there, 54 Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
54.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Jumping.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Ready? 55. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Check 37. Check 37. Go. Hey, check 5.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Front. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, here we go.
Second and 9 now. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Ready? 65. 65. Hey, alert 3. 66.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch. Begin.
Now Cook running right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, check Mike 39. Come on. 39. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey, check Mike 39.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Get ready. Clear. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to throw here. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Team 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Target. Hey, check right.
Let go.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. But hold everything here. They might. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Slant. Check 43. SOS. Undercrush.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready to break.
Mike 5-4. Yo.
Snap.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Hey, Orbit. 80 weapons.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Fire.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Look at me, zipper!
Squeeze, double.
Get it!
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Yes, yes!
Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Taylor on 3rd down, throws incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Steeler offense here, about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Go!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
6-6. Pull it high.
Wide. Get wide.
Hey.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready up.
55 to mine. Check. 55 to mine. They're not ready for this, man.
Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On the double. 39. Check right, 39. Here we go. Hey, check right, 39. Right, 39. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check right, 39. Check right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. On 2nd down, Cook. Finding room to the 20. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
I'm going back to you.
Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 4. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's 4th down.
Ready?
55. Keep it up, defense.
Let's go.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Come on,
The
set.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
61, matchbox lights.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
5.
First carry for James Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 54, watch 54.
Let's go.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
The team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field, though. Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.